Hi, my name is Corey Kinney, and I'm pitching a 10-minute supernatural drama for the Crazy Eights competition this year called The Mariner's Debt. It's 1919. Pius Turpin, a young maritime radio operator, washes up on a beach, the lone survivor of a shipwreck. A strange tune plays in the air, and he looks around for its source. He's not sure how he survived, but he's pretty sure he knows why. We next find Pius in his golden years, manning a lighthouse and married to Mary O'Donegan. Mary is the woman who found Pius on the beach all those years ago and nursed him back to health. They've had a good life together, and their love for each other runs deep. However, Pius continues to struggle with the guilt of being the only survivor of the shipwreck. One stormy night, there's a panic knocking at Pius and Mary's door. A young man named Samael has wandered out of the storm and explains that his fishing boat went down a few miles from there. His crewmates swam ashore, took refuge in the old cannery, and sent him for help. They won't survive the night without help. Pius tells Mary to take care of Samael. He's going to find the other men. He tells her to keep trying the radio for help, and then he heads out into the gale. As Pius makes his way to the cannery, Mary tends Samael's wounds. She can't help but notice that there's something strange about this young man. Pius finds Samael's crewmates in the old cannery, and they are in very bad shape. The captain and the first mate suffer from hypothermia, while a third man has suffered massive head trauma and lies bandaged up in the corner, not moving. At the lighthouse, Samael seems to be recovering remarkably fast from his ordeal. He asks Mary about Pius and their life together. Mary tells him how she and her husband met the day he washed up on the beach. Meanwhile, at the cannery, the men find a radio that Pius manages to get working. The closest relay station is his lighthouse, but they only get static from there. At the lighthouse, Samael enchants Mary against her better judgment. He asks her to dance, and she finds herself inexplicably in his arms. They dance to the strange song that Pius heard when he washed up onto the beach. The lighthouse's radio switches on by itself and begins transmitting. The music pipes through the radio in the cannery, and Pius immediately recognizes it. Pius asks the captain who the man was that he sent to his house for help. The captain tells him that he sent no man. Everybody from his boat is in this cannery. Him, his first mate, and the crewmen over there in the corner. Pius runs over to the crewman and tears off his bandages. The man's swollen face is still recognizable. It's Samael. The pieces of the puzzle all fall into place for Pius. Pius races back out into the storm, leaving the fisherman behind to die. He bursts through the front door of his house to find it empty and the record player still playing that strange music. He calls out for his wife, but there is no reply. You see, Pius made a deal with the devil all those years ago in the moments before his drowning. Save his crewmates and go down with the ship, or save himself. Choosing the latter, there was always going to be a price to pay. Pius now knows that the devil finally came to collect his debt.
Foreign wars I do proclaim live on in blood and a mother's pain. I'd rather have my son as he used to be than the king of America and his whole name. With a 2-rifle little DA, 2